Hello students, welcome to Softwares classes. Today we will be solving the NBHM PhD scholarship exam questions from the January 2018 paper. We will be solving questions which came from the section 2, that is basically the real analysis part of the paper. So let's start off with the question. The first question that we will be solving is that let sequence an where n goes from 1 to infinity be a sequence of non-negative real numbers. Now which of the following statements are true? Option A, if summation of an where n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus of infinity, in that case summation an to the power 5 where n goes from 1 to infinity is also less than plus of infinity. Option B, if summation an to the power 5 where n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus of infinity, then summation of an where n goes from 1 to infinity is also less than plus infinity. Option C, if summation of an to the power 3 by 2 where n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus of infinity, then summation an by n where n goes from 1 to infinity is also less than plus of infinity. So these are the three options that we have to check. So, and we have been given that an is a sequence of non-negative real numbers. So let's start off with the question. Now we have been given in option A, we have been given that summation of an where n goes from 1 to infinity is less than infinity. So that implies that an is equal to big O 1 by n to the power alpha where alpha is greater than 1. Now this big O, this O is basically known as big O. Now big O is nothing but we can say that it implies that an is of the same order as 1 by n to the power infinity, n to the power alpha. So this statement implies that an is of the same order as 1 by n to the power alpha. This is the meaning of this statement, big O. So if an is of the same order as 1 by n to the power alpha, so that will imply us that an to the power 5 will be basically is of the same order as 1 by n to the power 5 alpha, or an to the power 5 is equal to big O of 1 by n to the power 5 alpha. And since we know that 5 alpha is greater than 1, so therefore by p-test we get that summation of an to the power 5 as n goes from 1 to infinity is less than infinity. And if this is the thing that we are getting, that implies that option A is true. Option A is true. Now in option B, let's shift our focus to option B. In option B, we have been said that summation of an to the power 5 as n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus of infinity. So we can say that by p-test we can take a random example. So by p-test, if we take an is equal to 1 by n, if an is equal to 1 by n, then this condition is satisfied. So an equal to 1 by n satisfies the condition that summation of an to the power 5 where n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus of infinity. But now if we find out summation of an as n goes from 1 to infinity, this will be equal to summation of 1 by n where n goes from 1 to infinity, and we'll see that this is basically equal to infinity. So our assumption that if summation of an to the power 5 as n goes from 1 to infinity is less than plus infinity, then the assumption that summation of an as n goes from 1 to infinity will be also less than infinity is wrong. So we can say that option B is incorrect. Option B is incorrect. Now let's shift our focus to option C rather. In option C it has been said that summation of an to the power 3 by 2 as n goes from 1 to infinity is less than infinity. So we can write that therefore an is equal to big O of 1 by n to the power 3 alpha by 2. So we can it basically means that an is of the same order as 1 by n to the power 3 alpha by 2, where alpha is greater than 1. So if we have now an by n, we divide both sides by n, so this will give us that an by n is equal to big O of 1 by n to the power 1 plus 3 alpha by 2, or an by n is of the same order as 1 by n to the power 1 plus 3 alpha by 2, and that will imply that an by n, summation of an by n, where n goes from 1 to infinity, will be less than infinity, and which implies that option C is correct, is true. So the correct options in our given question are, therefore correct options are option A and option C. Option B is incorrect. So today we have solved a real analysis question which came in the NBHM 2018 paper. We will be solving the next questions in the subsequent videos. Till then, keep watching Softwares classes for more solutions and content. Thank you very much.